Two young girls confess to you at the same time, but the way they express their love is completely different. Financial flower Zhu Lingling looks sweet and cute. I'm a paranoid person at heart. I pursue you just to borrow your status as the school idol to satisfy your vanity. The cold schoolgirl Lin Qingsu from primary school to university. A childhood sweetheart who has been with you for 10 years. He is cold to everyone. Only in front of you I'm like a good girl. After dinner, you looked at Lin Qingsu with a satisfied look. The smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. Don't sit still after eating. Take a walk after dinner and live to 99. Did you hear that, stinky sister? You said something a little arrogantly. Lin Qingsu disagrees, sitting on the chair like a big sister. Nonsense. It is obvious that lying down after dinner can help you live 18,000 years. Sit down after dinner. It's a good day. I haven't decided yet whether to lie down after dinner. I'll tell you when I think about it. Lin Qingsu waved her jade hand and laughed. You are speechless. I could only smile helplessly. Took the dishes to the kitchen to wash them. Lin Qingsu sat backwards on the chair just washing you. Busy in the kitchen. He felt like they were a couple. And I'm the one who is pampered to the sky. My brother is really considerate. Looking at your figure, his mind started to run wild again. Imagine confession should be made in a very romantic place. It's best to have the sea outside the window. There is also the setting sun shining in the room. If you are married, preferably on an island, no need to be in the spotlight, but it must be beautiful. The baby's name is such a difficult problem. I'm not good at naming kids. Lin Qingsu shook her head and sighed, calling Ruyan. Too many people are called Aoshan to Chunib. As I thought about it, I started to feel dazed. You just came out of the kitchen. I saw Lin Qingsu tilting her head and staring blankly. Lying on the chair, that's like setting off a rocket in your heart. You are so upset that Qingsu sister, I have classes in the evening. Lin Qingsu turned her head and looked at you. There's still some dullness in his eyes. The child's name is Zemo. Isn't this a bit too popular? You were stunned instantly. Qingsu festival. What nonsense are you talking about? Lin Qingsu was stunned again. A trace of Feihong appeared on his face. I waved my hands hastily. It's nothing. Don't think too much. I didn't mean our child's name is Zemo. You have black lines on your face. Is this the legendary? The more you try to hide something, the more obvious it becomes. I'm thinking of the child's name. Does Sister Qingsu really like me? Aren't you going to class? Why are you still staying? Lin Qingsu looks at you strangely. You quickly went to get the book. He walked out with a red face. Zemo is indeed a bit popular. Still have to change one. Wait, how did I get distracted by the snow clearing festival? Walk all the way to Jiangsu University. Your mind is full of thoughts. Arrived in the classroom, Chen Haonan immediately came over. It looks like a wild boar seeing Ziking. Chen Zi, tell me something. You and Goddess Lai, is it on the right track? Others have come forward to admit it. I said you should at least show some expression. Hearing Chen Haonan's words, you suddenly felt something in your heart. Yes, Sister Qingsu has come out in person. I never expressed. Isn't this going to make Sister Qingsu sad? Chen Haonan leaned over and said, as a brother, I have to say something. Good girls aren't easy to find. Cherish the people in front of you. Don't question me. Why do you say that Goddess Lin is a good girl? A dad said beautiful girl. It usually won't go bad. You rolled your eyes at him. This is your dad married 3 times. Is that why I was cheated 3 times? Chen Haonan instantly calmed down. You ignored him. But I kept thinking about one question. My feelings for Lin Qingsu. What is it like? He bullied me for 10 years. I fell in love with him instead. This does sound like a sick mind. But love is such a thing. It's not surprising that it's absurd. You lie on the desk. My mind is wandering with thoughts. Finally, I decided to pursue Lin Qingsu anyway. I've been bullied by him for 10 years. It shouldn't be difficult to bully them for a few more decades. Made this decision. You feel your heartbeat speeding up. 3 classes were spent in this tangle. The get out of class bell rang. You and Shang Shubin walked out silently. Gen Z, wait a moment. Just out of the classroom door, Zhu Lingling came up again and stood in front of you. I was left behind by you yesterday. Zhu Lingling was very unhappy, but he decided to try again. Maybe you were busy yesterday. I just dropped him. You frowned slightly. What's the matter? Lingling looks at you with a self-blaming look. Chen Zi, I was wrong about what happened yesterday. I didn't know you were in a bad mood. Please don't be angry with me, okay? I really want you to exercise with me. There is no other meaning, you said with a cold tone. Thank you for your kindness, but I'm not interested in the sport you mentioned. So I'm sorry. Lingling immediately grabbed you again. Then can you tell me what sports you are interested in? Can I come with you? A few days ago, the doctor said that I was weak in kind blood. You need more exercise to get better, otherwise your health will become very bad. Chen Zi, you can't just ignore me please. You feel strange. He doesn't need me to be responsible for his health. Why should I care? You want to break free from Zhu Lingling's hand, but unexpectedly, she grabbed it again the next second. And she used both hands together. Who is she? What a coincidence. At this time Lin Qingsu's voice came from the side looking at Zhu Lingling. Holding your hand. The watery eyes immediately turned cold. Relying on her woman's intuition, it was obvious at first glance that Zhu Lingling had bad intentions. Damn it. Accidentally, there is a green tea next to the stinky brother. My childhood sweetheart can't escape being sent down from the sky. Is it the fate of a lover? You panicked when you saw Lin Qingsu. Hurry up and say, Sister Qingsu, listen to my explanation. I won't wait for you to finish. Lin Qingsu came up and hugged you. Pulled into his arms. He stepped forward and stood in front of Zhu Linlin. The voice was cold and said, who wants you? Did you ask me for permission? Just hold my stinky brother's hand. Zhu Lingling under the powerful aura. Subconsciously, I took 2.5 steps back. Isn't it said that Lin Qingsu is a sweet goddess? Why is the aura so strong? The people around were also. Lin Qingsu's sudden appearance attracted everyone's attention. Seeing her face full of sand again, even more shocked, Goddess Lin came to see Chen Zi in person and confronted Zhu Lingling. Is this a declaration of sovereignty? Large-scale Shura seen Lin Qingsu stared at Zhu Lingling without blinking. The eyes are full of coldness. Zhu Lingling was so shocked that she couldn't help but take 2.5 steps back. The people around were also stunned. Is this still the goddess Lin who is known for her sweetness? Who immediately want to explain. Sister Qingsu, please listen to my argument. It's not your turn yet. I'll ask her again. Lin Qingsu interrupted you directly. I turned around and gave him a warning look. As soon as my neck shrank, I immediately became timid. Just because you are familiar with this aura, every time Sister Qingsu emits this kind of aura, you must not mess with it. Zhu Lingling calmed down looking at Lin Qingsu, who has a strong aura, but suddenly he put on a weak look. I'm sorry Qingsu. I don't know your relationship with Chen Zi. I just want him to exercise with me. You must not take your anger out on Chen Zi. It's all my fault. Open your mouth. The conflict was transferred to you and Lin Qingsu. Take the responsibility. He showed his innocence again. Lin Qingsu laughed. It's all your initiative. So that's it. You are deliberately seducing my brother. Zhu Lingling immediately shook her head and said no. I did not mean that. I didn't think it had anything to do with your boyfriend. Just Chen Zi. Also, he never admitted that he was your boyfriend. That's why I found him. If you want to blame someone, blame me. Don't blame Chen Zi. He is a good boy. Lin Qingsu sneered in her heart. I must blame you. How can I blame my stinky brother? What are you thinking about? As for him being a good boy, how do you think you've known him for a few days? It's worth the 10 years I've known him. You know more. Zhu Lingling was stunned for a moment. Lin Qingsu neither avoids nor evades. It's sobering. It's not easy to deal with. It seems that's the only way to do it. Zhu Lingling curled her lips. 2 lines of tears fell out looking at you with a very comfortable and aggrieved look. Say sorry. Chen Zi, I didn't know Lin Qingsu was so fierce. I just want to exercise with you. But it will cause trouble for you. If you don't like it, I won't look for you again, okay? Lin Qingsu frowned. A stinky brother, it's your turn to feel sorry for me. Zhu Lingling's face is weak, but in my heart, I am already angry. He has used this trick countless times. There is no man who will not be recruited according to past experience. You should be soft-hearted at this time. And he continued to add fuel to the fire. This corner of the wall has been dug. And don't come to see me anymore. But just as he was full of confidence, when he opened his mouth, he was stunned. What did you say? I promised you not to come to me again. I don't like you coming to me. Zhu Lingling immediately put on an aggrieved look. Chen Zi, I just feel sorry for you. I'm not familiar with you. Why should I make you feel bad? Sorry, Chen Zi, it's all my fault. You know it's your fault. Lingling stood there in a daze. It feels like the CPU is burning and smoking. I don't understand which part has gone wrong. This shouldn't be. Lin Qingsu looked at you in surprise. How come I never found out? This stinky brother, there is even a skill to identify green tea. The people around were stunned. Some girls couldn't help but applaud. This is the technology of green tea, definitely worth a boyfriend. In-depth implementation and study. Zhu Lingling is so good. After a while, I uttered a sentence. I'm sorry, Chen Zi, I interrupted you. But can I ask you a question? There's no time left. I'm going back with Sister Qingsu to have supper. Before Zhu Lingling finished speaking, you refused directly. Zhu Lingling was stunned. I haven't even used my ultimate move, yet she was rejected by me. Lin Qingsu's eyes lit up too. She was worried just now. Will you be led astray by Zhu Lingling? Didn't expect this stinky brother to speak. The effect is better than his every word hits the mark straight to the heart of Zhu Lingling. Before Zhu Lingling could react, you took the initiative to hold Lin Qingsu's hand. Let's go. Zhu Lingling stood still just watching you and Lin Qingsu walk away hand in hand. Then a face flushed. I wish I could find a hole to crawl into. I was actually given the right by you. This is too embarrassing. After leaving Jiangsu University, you still have some tanks in your heart from time to time. He turned his head to look at Lin Qingsu next to him. You know the terrible hesitation of this female devil. For a while looks like hesitant to speak. Lin Qingsu didn't even turn her head. Just say something if you have something to say. There's a hint of ice in his tone. You thought it was not good when you heard it. Sister Qingsu was angry. I have nothing to do with that Zhu Lingling bag. Don't misunderstand. Lin Qingsu smiled sweetly. I didn't misunderstand. And no, you have nothing to do with her. Her heart is broken again. Sister Qingsu's attitude, that means the problem is huge. Sister Qingsu, can you please not be angry? Lin Qingsu is looking at you. Show a wicked smile. I didn't see you in the blink of an eye, and there was a green tea. It seems that in order to protect you from being hurt by these green teas, I have to stay with you all the time. The tone is a bit cold. You can't tell if he's really angry. Based on past experience this time, I was really angry. Undoubtedly the best. If the bet goes wrong, the consequences will be disastrous. I still remember when I was in middle school, a girl wrote you a love letter. Finally, Lin Qingsu discovered it. This guy directly blocked the girl in the woods in front of her. I broke a tree with my fist. The girl was so scared that she didn't dare to go to school for 3 days. The key girl told others that no one was awake, yet a beautiful, a gentle, and lovely girl. How is it possible to break a tree with one punch? This is not a big deal, Sister Qingsu. I was wrong. I won't have this kind of entanglement with other girls anymore. You really shouldn't be angry. Bad for your health. How about I treat you to a midnight snack? Look at Lin Qingsu's face, which is full of sincerity. I'm not afraid that he'll break his legs. Lin Qingsu tilted her head and looked at you. This is when the nose turns fierce yet playful. I said that since you are so sincere, I reluctantly agreed to your promise. You little brat. We'll smile at this. Wiped a cold sweat. Since Sister Qingsu agreed, then it won't be a big problem. Suddenly I felt my mood brighten up. What are you laughing at, little brat? So happy. I'm happy that Sister Qingsu is not angry. Lin Qingsu narrowed her eyes and looked at you. Do you care about me so much, brat? You didn't know how to answer for a moment. Is that what I care so much about, Sister Qingsu? Is happiness or not, it actually affects my mood, and not because of the threat of force. Lin Qingsu looked at you frowning and thinking, I feel happy. You didn't refuse. That's heading in the right direction. Inking about, he couldn't help but reach out and touch your head. Looking back, he discovered many of your habits. It's all because of what he accumulated. He dared not think if one day you really run away with another woman, what will he face? The The sense of security of living in this world, it seems that 80% of it comes from you. Lin Kingsu stares at you without blinking. You must not let others get there first. It's decided that I will formally confess my love to him. This stinky brother can only belong to me. The moment you met his eyes, you panicked. Sister Kingsu, why are you looking at me like that? What's my look? Looks like they want to eat people. Lin Kingsu laughed suddenly. My head tilted and rested on your shoulder. You turned your head and glanced. A satisfied smile appear on the corner of his mouth. Once back home, Lin Kingsu pounced directly on the sofa, and you follow behind with a wry smile. He put away the shoes he had thrown on the ground. Lin Kingsu watched you quietly put away his things. Warm in my heart, I can't help but think about what would happen if I didn't have a stinky brother. What can I do? So anyway, I can't let my stinky brother fall into the hands of other women. You put your things down and walked in front of Lin Kingsu. What's wrong, Sister Kingsu? Lin Kingsu laughed suddenly. He reached out and pulled you over, fell on the sofa, and didn't move. I will hold you. While lying down, he couldn't help thinking, I remember the days when I used you as a hand warmer when I was a kid. It was cold in winter. He is much more troublesome than the average girl. Always like to be outside. Other girls are dressed warmly. When you are warming up at home, he rolled in the snow so my hands are often red from the cold. Then he ran to your side and held you down. Just put your hands through your collar. You often scream from the cold. But there is nothing we can do in the face of his strange power. Later, in order to suffer less, carry a hand warmer bag in winter, but never use it myself. It has always been reserved for Lin Kingsu. It was also from that time he never got frostbite on his hands again. As he thought about it, he couldn't help laughing. I feel a little sorry for my childhood. But guilt brings more warmth. I hold your hands even tighter. You looked at him strangely. Sister Kingsu, what are you laughing at? I laughed that I had a little puppy. You're even weirder. Is there a dog at home? How come I don't know? Yes, don't you know? Handsome and cute, warm and versatile. What a nice little puppy. How could I not see it? Lin Kingsu reached out and pinched your face. Aren't you being held by me? You suddenly understood that Lin Kingsu was talking about yourself. I immediately changed the subject and said, okay, Sister Kingsu, it's getting late. It's time to take a shower and go to bed. Lin Kingsu let go of you and leaned on the sofa. Today, I'm going to take a nice bath. Chen, put the water in the bathtub for me. Can you please find me a set of pajamas? You looked at Lin Kingsu with a seductive look. I suddenly felt my heartbeat speed up. I turned around and went to the bedroom to find a set of pajamas. Sister Kingsu, who is ready? Let's take a shower. Lin Kingsu stood up lazily. Come into the bathroom. Reaching out to take off the clothes on your face turns red. Snow festival. Can't you wait until I get out before taking off your clothes? My stinky brother is still shy. The last time you peeked at me, why aren't you shy? Look how big this bathtub is. Do you want to wash together? You turn around and leave. This is all Sister Kingsu's trajectory. If I follow, God knows how she will torture me. But then again, since it was Sister Kingsu who took the initiative to invite me, then it shouldn't be too much for me to accept it. Go to the sofa. You looked in the direction of the bathroom. For a moment, I felt like rushing over. But I still held back. And the zero clear snow in the bathroom. Looking at my slender body, a smirk appeared at the corner of his mouth. How could he resist such a perfect body? Too worried. My stinky brother will be yours sooner or later. After taking a bath, clean the blood, dry your body, pick up the pajamas you found, and put them on. As soon as I saw him, there was a little light in his eyes. This isn't all my pajamas. The one that best complements your figure. The brat actually chose this one. Hidden deep, he put on his pajamas. I looked in the mirror again. Don't call me a man. Even he himself was moved. The key is that this dress was chosen by my stinky little brother. He opened the bathroom door and walked out. You turned your head and froze. At this time, Lin Kingsu is wearing the pajamas you found. The fair and delicate neck and shoulders are exposed. That wild and gloomy royal sister temperament. She is simply a little vixen. You stared at Lin Kingsu blankly, even forgot to blink. Lin Kingsu looked at your dull expression. I'm very happy. I want this reaction from my stinky brother. It seems that my temperament still attracts him. Lin Kingsu walks towards you. A little on your forehead. If you look at me again, your eyes will fall out. You came back to your senses. Looking at Lin Kingsu, who was so close, my eyes are red. All of a sudden, what am I doing? I actually stared at Sister Kingsu. Don't wait for you to decide what to say. Lin Kingsu changed her previous domineering attitude. Instead, I push your head back on the sofa. Then I sat on your lap. Feel his warmth. You panicked immediately. But Lin Kingsu didn't care and leaned on your chest. Then I took your two hands from the side of your waist. Then I turned around and smiled at you. Little brother, hold me, and you feel like there's nothing in your mind. Only Lin Kingsu turned back and smiled. Holding Lin Kingsu's waist with both hands, a soft touch came over. Although this is not the first time I hugged Sister Kingsu, but Sister Kingsu took the initiative to sit on her lap. This is definitely a first time. Although I already have experience, but you still feel a little red in the face and thick in the neck. Lin Kingsu looks at your flustered and lost eyes. I couldn't help wondering for a second. Is the lethality so great? Then he laughed. I twisted my body on you a few times. I'm going to take a bath on the snow festival. You go to bed first. You stood up hastily, with the intention of running away. Lin Kingsu smiles, but I grabbed your hand and said, wash, come on. I'll wait for you to warm the bed. You feel your heart trembling, rushed into the bathroom, turned the cold water to maximum. I gave myself a cool cold water flowing over the body. You feel your heart slowly calm down. Thinking of Lin Kingsu's behavior just now, you couldn't help but curse softly. Tingsuji is really a female devil. How can he be so good looking and so attractive? If I hadn't been a step faster, I'm not sure if I can handle it. Lin Kingsu looked at the bathroom door. Smelly brother, this is unbearable. You will suffer in the future. You've been soaking for 2.5 minutes. I finally calmed down. At the same time, I began to understand a problem. It seems that I really like King Senpai now. He's openly showing his affection to me, no matter if it's just for fun or not. I should take this opportunity to. That's it. I want to confess to Senior King. Start preparing today. You suddenly laughed. I feel like I have clarified my thoughts after making the decision. I felt relieved. Want to confess to Lin Kingsu whether you succeed or not. You must live forever. If he agrees, you are a real couple. More importantly, if Senior King agrees, you have every reason to take care of him. Not as intimate as now, but no name or status outside. Zero. Kingsu tilted her head and stared at the bathroom. Suddenly, I feel the thoughts in my mind become clear. I've been training my stinky brother for 10 years. He should be given a title anyway. Otherwise, how can I introduce it to others in the future? How can a sister hold her brother all day long? Kiss, hug, lift up high. These things are justified. Then it's decided. Confess to this boy. Start preparing today. Lin Kingsu sharpened her little canine teeth. Suddenly, I feel much more cheerful. It's like something that has been held back for a long time. Finally figured it out. 2.5 minutes later, you came out of the bathroom. When I saw Lin Kingsu sitting on the sofa with a smile on her face. Lin Kingsu also saw you when she looked up, the corners of her mouth slightly raised. Sister Kingsu, what are you so happy about? What are you so happy about, little brother? Almost at the same time, two people asked the same question. Then you are all entertainment. Nothing. I'm just happy. Next second, the two of them said it almost in unison. Stayed for several seconds. Lin Kingsu then stood up. I waved to you, Xiao Chen. Let me ask you, do you want to sleep in my bedroom or your bedroom? You hesitated for a moment and then said, King Zuji, I'd rather sleep in my own bedroom. Lin Kingsu nodded. Then go to sleep. You are a little surprised. According to general situation, Kingsu explained that you should get angry when he went to his bedroom by himself. Why did you change your gender today? But you didn't dare to ask. Walk straight to his bedroom. Just about to close, Lin Kingsu stretched out her hand to block what happened to the new schoolgirl. Lin Kingsu showed a naughty smile. I also decided to sleep in your bedroom tonight. Hearing this, your face turned black. It's still the familiar Sister Kingsu. As soon as you lie on the bed, Lin Kingsu hugs you, put your head in front of you, and even though your heart is already beating like a deer, but I think I haven't confessed to Sister Kingsu yet. No further action. Lin Kingsu holds you. A naughty smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. The brat always pretends to be calm. You think I can't see the two of them just hugged each other. No one speaks. My heart is filled with turmoil. After a while, Lin Kingsu secretly looks at you. Xiao Chenchen, you won't fall asleep. You can't force me to sleep first, you whispered with your eyes closed. I won't fall asleep first. Don't worry, I can't help but think of my childhood. I was woken up by him after falling asleep countless times. The reason is that he needs to sleep first. Otherwise, it's boring to be alone. The result is often that Lin Kingsu is in better spirits. In the end, you are like a hawk being tortured. So when I was a kid, I slept. Lin Kingsu is simply your nightmare. Xiao Chenchen, you are not asleep, are you? 2.5 minutes later, Lin Kingsu's voice sounded again. Sister Kingsu, why aren't you asleep yet? Lin Kingsu holds you. I just feel like my heart can't calm down. Especially when her hands are from your collar. After reaching in, I feel even more trapped. I'm totally lost, but I can't sleep. But I have to sleep. Sister Kingsu, I have class at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. You said with some resentment. Lin Kingsu curled her lips. Okay. I won't tell you anymore. I will continue to be a dog, a little puppy, a little wolf dog, and a little Chenchen. 2 little mornings count. He hummed again and drew 100 little Chenchens to accompany me. Lin Kingsu thought of you sleeping next to her. I feel the blood circulation in my body speed up. My nostrils felt hot and I almost blew out a stream of hot fluid. 100. Oh my god, who can bear it? Lin Kingsu couldn't help but loud a silly laugh. That picture is so beautiful. You're about to fall asleep. I was awakened by Lin Kingsu's laughter. Glancing to the side with resentment. Sister Kingsu, are you still asleep? And your saliva is going to flow on my face. Lin Kingsu wiped the corner of her mouth hastily. I looked down at you again. I laughed 100 times more happily. How can you not drool? Thus looking at it can make your heart beat faster. You look at the silly smiling Lin Kingsu. I couldn't help but say, Sister Kingsu, you are not having a wet dream, are you? If you don't talk about erotic dreams, how can you be this exciting? It's over. It seems like I know something extraordinary. Smiled for a while. Lin Kingsu calmed down slowly. I fell asleep. There is no Lin Kingsu's silly laughter. You fell asleep quickly. The next morning, you still wake up early. I made breakfast with my own hands and feet. Wait for Lin Kingsu to wake up. Breakfast is already on the table. King Zuji, I have classes all day today. The time is short at noon, and I won't be back. Remember to go out to eat when leaving, you carefully told Lin Kingsu. Lin Kingsu heard, head tilted. I'm not happy not to come back for a day. Humph, you are so cruel. That's not for learning. Only if you learn the skills well can you earn money to live. Kingsu went in, curled his lips. To make money, how to earn money. If you want, I'll support you. I'll raise you if I have to. Just finished speaking, you realize there's something wrong with this. Turn around and flee immediately. I'm leaving first. Ting Senpai, looking at your panic back, Lin Kingsu excitedly cried out to raise me. Black and white boy, this is what you said. He just leaned on the door and watched you leave first. I thought of what you said. I was so excited for a while. Then I sat alone in the house. I feel lonely now. I want to not see the brat for a whole day. To think of it. It's been quite a while. What to do? He had just left and I already started missing him. Damn brother, what classes are you taking? It's not that I can't afford you. Lin Kingsu supported her face with both hands, pouting. After thinking about it for a long time, I was angry. His eyes suddenly lit up. I can take advantage of my stinky brother's absence. Get ready to express your feelings. I'm such a clever little fellow. A smile appeared on Lin Kingsu's face again. I took out my phone and started looking for props to confess my love. On the other side, you just arrived at school before class starts. I took out my phone and started shopping in the mall. Since I have decided to confess to Senior King, then you have to prepare in advance, otherwise you'll have to wait till the year of the monkey. Although it is also my first time, good at, but still have to do your best. Is this the way to be worthy of Senior Sister King? That's all in your free time. You can prepare various things at the same time. Look at some online confession cases, learn something after class in the morning after class. You rush home immediately. I don't know why I always feel like I want to go home quickly, especially when I think of Lin Kingsu. This feeling is even stronger. Tingsu picked me up. I arrived at the door, but it wasn't open yet. Lin Kingsu in the room immediately jumped up. I rushed over to my stinky brother. You are finally back. If I don't come back, I'll be bored to death. Lin Kingsu buried her face in your chest, rubbed it hard a few times. Seeing this, you smiled and said, Sister Kingsu, you're not wiping your nose on me, are you? Lin Kingsu looked up. If you feel chest tightness, you should wipe your saliva. After entering the house, he sticks to you like a kitten. You sit on the sofa. Lin Kingsu fell down, resting my head on your lap. The white neck exudes a fragrant breath, still biting her lips. The little canine teeth are slightly exposed from the lips. Looks a bit playful. Looking at his cute look, you cough softly. Sister Kingsu, I can't control myself easily. Lin Kingsu reached out and pinched your face. I see you are really hungry. If you don't agree, save your brother and show me. Seeing Lin Kingsu's fearless look, you don't even know you have a fever in your brain. Or has it been planned for a long time? Suddenly bowed his head, he kissed Lin Kingsu's thin lips. I took a bite. Lin Kingsu felt the pain on her lips. Both eyes widened, immediately looking at you incredulously. This stinky brother actually dared to bite me. 2.5 seconds later, you suddenly reacted. My head exploded with a bang. No way. I actually bit Sister Kingsu, who gave me the courage to let go of Lin Kingsu. Turn your head away. Sister Kingsu, you can't blame me. You asked me to be fierce to you. Lin Kingsu's mind was also blank. A stinky brother is really fierce. He also has the attributes of a wolf dog. This is so strong. Lin Kingsu looks at you infatuatedly. Suddenly, I feel that this stinky brother is more charming. Thinking of your strong little body, Lin Kingsu suddenly thought of it. Seems that I need to buy sturdier furniture in the future. The sofa must also be sturdy, maybe even the table. Reach out quickly, covering his face. What on earth am I thinking about? He covered his face and turned over. There, your head in your chest. Heart, it's jumping like it's going to fly out of my chest. Sister Kingsu, what's wrong with you? Look at Lin Kingsu, who is suddenly confused. Look puzzled. Is Sister Kingsu angry because I bit her just now? If you can be angry, you can be angry. Why are you still blushing? She looks very shy. It's up to you to take care of it. Lin Kingsu covered her face and said, there's still some redness on the face. Look at your handsome face. The more I watch, the more frightened I feel. Aren't you on the sofa now? Stop, stop. Lin Kingsu quickly covered her face again. I feel like I'm going to explode if I look at you one more time. You are a little weird according to normal circumstances at this time. Shouldn't Sister Kingsu give herself a good scolding? And teasing you with a smile on his face, but today, Sister Kingsu did nothing. Instead, he covered his face and blushed. Still shy, that's really strange. After a while, Lin Kingsu put her hands down from her face. I turned my head away and dared not look at you. I tell you, Lin Kingsu, it's not right for you to attack him now. But if he agrees to your confession, he will be able to do it by then. Lin Kingsu bit her lip. I couldn't help but burst into laughter. A glance. Suddenly, I felt that everything in the house, everything has become abnormal. Then he felt his body tense up. Out of control, I rushed to the bathroom and washed my face. Looking at my red face in the mirror, the more I think about it, the more I feel my thoughts are too wild. It's been a while. Finally calmed down, I took out my phone and started watching short videos. Wow, this puppy is so cute. Lin Kingsu suddenly shouted, looking at a snow-white furry puppy on the screen. Show a face of love that way. I almost got the puppy out of the screen. Hold it in your arms and rub it hard. His eyes suddenly lit up and he looked at you. Zio Chenchen, can we get a puppy? Just raise this small and cute. You took a look and said, this puppy is a Pomeranian. It's really cute. Lin Kingsu came to you. Blink your eyes and raise a horse. Look how much this dog looks like you. Hearing this, your face was filled with black lines. Can't you change the comparison object? And you buy it for me, okay? Nod helplessly. There is a place selling puppies nearby. There's still time now. Lin Kingsu jumped up happily. Then go now. He held your hand excitedly all the way. Jumping that look, you think he's like a puppy. Less than half an, you took Lin Kingsu to the place where the dog was sold. Just arrived here. Lin Kingsu's eyes lit up. I'll run to this stall. Tilt your head and laugh. After a while, I ran to the stall again. Follow a dog barking. You are a black line on your forehead. Isn't this telling these vendors are you a rookie? In the eyes of the vendors, this kind of people, that's for slaughter. You silently stepped forward and grabbed Lin Kingsu's eye. Sheng said, Sister Kingsu, could you please keep your voice down? If you do this, everyone will know that you are a rookie. I will kill you hard. Lin Kingsu, open your eyes wide. Is there still such a saying? You curled your lips. Tell him to stop talking. Just follow behind me honestly. Arriving at the booth, you pointed to the little Pomeranian next to you. For 600 you and I bought it when the uncle sold it. Uncle Brain 100. I waved my hand, and you didn't buy it sincerely. How can you bargain like that? You don't hesitate. He stood up and took Lin Kingsu away. Lin Kingsu was stunned. Are you really leaving? He kept pulling you all night. Several times you pretended not to see it. I walked 7 or 8 steps. Lin Kingsu is so anxious. Stinky brother, you are really cruel. No, I want to buy it. He was about to speak. Suddenly, I heard the uncle behind me shouting, wait a minute, young man. I suffered a loss today. You buy it for 600 yuan. Lin Kingsu's eyes suddenly widened like copper bells. There is no such operation, and you showed a satisfied smile on your lips. I turned around and transferred 600 yuan to the boss. Then take out the most lovely little Pomeranian. That cute look, Lin Kingsu also cried out as she watched. He didn't expect you to cut the price in half. Finally, I actually bought it later with a cute puppy. I have you by my side. I feel happy just thinking about it. Then Lin Kingsu got home. She held the puppy in her arms. You look at this scene. Suddenly, I felt, why do I feel like an old father? A puppy must be taken care of by himself. Sister Kingsu is a pet idiot, nothing to expect except playing with the puppy. And what about Sister Kingsu? You have to take care of yourself too. How does this look like a sister? It's like raising a daughter. Thinking about this, you have a fatherly look on your face. Kind smile, love this family. It can't be without me. Lin Kingsu was surprised when she saw your smile. Xiao Chenchen, why do you laugh like my dad? You coughed and said, Sister Kingsu, don't you think I'm like an old father in this family? Taking care of you, and the puppy Lin Kingsu's pretty face blushed, looking at you with an annoyed look. I treat you as my brother, you think I'm your daughter. Snorted softly, but I wasn't really angry. Instead, I feel a little inexplicably excited. Love carefully in life. You are indeed like an old father. He has always been the one you take care of. Without you, he would have to think for a long time before eating. Don't talk about keeping pets. It's good enough to take good care of yourself, but everything is different after I have you. I heard that boys like others to call them dad. Thinking of this, Lin Kingsu blushed even more. I lowered my head quickly. What am I thinking about? Sister Kingsu, what's wrong with you? Why are you blushing so much? You looked at Lin Kingsu strangely, not understand how can you fight a dog and get so red in the face. Sister Kingsu, you are not allergic to dog hair, are you? Lin Kingsu waved her hands in panic. Allergy, I'm already allergic, why wait till now? Why are you blushing so much? Lin Kingsu felt frightened. I looked up and glared at you. I didn't remember anything about asking you to take care of it. I face on me, I want to be famous. You scratched your head helplessly. Why are you suddenly angry? Sure enough, a girl's face change is a style after dinner. Lin Kingsu grabbed you. Xiao Chenchen, let's go for a walk in the park. I heard the park is holding something. Couples music festival. There are many fun things. Lin Kingsu's eyes flickered. A curious baby. You immediately felt your heart soften when you met his gaze. Well, it's not far anyway. See, you nod and agree. Lin Kingsu jumped up excitedly. I immediately ran into the bedroom and changed my clothes. 2.5 minutes later, you guys were in the car. You're in the driver's seat. I was looking at Lin Kingsu's couple music festival. Sister Kingsu, do you mean we are a couple? Is he hinting something to me? Lin Kingsu sat next to, eyes twinkling. I thought of my stinky brother. This is a couple's music festival. I have performed to this extent. Can't you see it yet? The two people suddenly turned to look at each other, then turn your head back. Each heart beat faster. Sister Kingsu, why are you panicking? I didn't. Why are you panicking? I don't either. The two of them didn't seem to be panicking at all. A heart is already beating like a deer. Lin Kingsu secretly made up her mind not to panic. Wait till I'm ready, we'll give this brat a name. If he agrees, that's fine. If he doesn't agree, then break his legs. Then use love to influence him. Arrived at the place, Lin Kingsu grabbed your hand. There are so many people. Xiao Chenchen, let's go over and stand in a good position. I heard there are several bands at this festival. The lead singer is a girl, very beautiful. Do you want to see? You immediately put on a serious look. Sister Kingsu, I'm not that kind of person. Oh, matter how good looking they are, can they be as good looking as you? I'm definitely not afraid of you breaking my legs. Lin Kingsu smiled widely. I reached out and tapped you on the forehead. You know what I like most about you? I like the way you tell the truth the most. I understand you. I have never told a lie since I was a child. Hearing this, your face turned black. If you want to hear me praise you, just say. Lin Kingsu pulls you, jumping and skipping. He walked towards the stage. Whenever other couples appear, they'll all look at you. Then they all widen their eyes. This is so beautiful. So when I walked all the way to the front of the stage, the two of them have become the focus. Along the way, a band is singing on the stage. The couples below also followed the accompaniment. You don't really like to join in the fun. So I don't feel much about this kind of scene. Lin Kingsu is a natural bull shooter, pulling you to wave your arms in the audience, two long legs gleaming under the skirt. For a moment, you had no heart at all. Pay attention to the girl on the stage. Both eyes stared at Lin Kingsu without blinking. 2.5. Later, the performance on stage is over. A sweet looking the host came out. I will be in the audience. Randomly draw lucky audience. The key that was drawn is a couple. As long as one of them sings a song for the other, get free accommodation at our hotel 3 nights. The host said this once again. The atmosphere on the scene reached a high point. You feel a little hot on your face when you hear about this activity. Hurry up and shrink into the corner. It will be troublesome if you get picked. I can't sing. Besides, he and Kingsu are not a couple. It's so embarrassing. But Lin Kingsu was so excited she didn't like the free 3-day stay. But if I live with you for 3 days, that's rare. So when you want to retreat, Lin Kingsu grabbed you directly. Then I danced and shouted to the stage. Choose me, choose me, choose me. Hearing you were so upset that you quickly grabbed Lin Kingsu and said, what are you doing? People want couples. Why don't you want to? The key is that we are not a couple. Lin Kingsu looks at you with a smirk on her face. What are you in a hurry for? It won't be long now. The face is a righteous way, isn't it? Can't you just act? Acting is very good. Don't panic. After saying that, I also showed your relieved expression. The host on stage still has one hand in the crowd. Keep rowing back and forth while you are still bowing your head. When I try to avoid the lights, suddenly a beam of strong light fell from the sky. It fell on you and Lin Kingsu. You were slightly stunned when you saw this. Lift your head. I saw everyone around me looking over. No, this can be selected. Lin Kingsu screamed. I'll immediately pull you to the stage. You can't resist. At all people are already on the stage. Once on stage, the scene immediately erupted. Unprecedented enthusiastic response. The hostess stood by and watched you, and Lin Kingsu was stunned for a moment. Just point your finger at the crowd. Unexpectedly pointed out a pair of fairy lovers. This is too beautiful. I quickly turned my head away and didn't dare to look at you anymore. He was afraid to look at it again. You may not be able to control yourself. There are few security guards on site. It won't be enough by then. So back to the topic. 2 people were selected, but to get our reward, I need to sing a song. Who will sing? Lin Kingsu immediately raised her hand, and I sang. You looked at him with some doubt. Sister Kingsu, you can also sing. That is, I sing very well. Don't you know that? Have you heard of Tian Jiziao Tianhu? I'm talking about me. You were frightened. I haven't heard of it. Lin Kingsu smiled and said, I've never heard of this before. It's normal. My neighbor's face turned black when he heard this. At this time, the host also asked someone to bring the microphone over. What song are you going to sing? Lin Kingsu picked up the microphone and smiled sweetly. I sing this love story for my boy. No accompaniment required, just sing a cappella. You have to listen carefully. Then he slowly spoke. Lin Kingsu sang very seriously while singing. She also danced on the stage. You couldn't help but be stunned. I have known Sister Kingsu for 10 years. I didn't know she sang so well. The audience was already mesmerized by the performance. Lin Kingsu turned around and walked back to you. Keep singing. His eyes became more affectionate and serious. Look into his eyes. I just feel like my heart is going to jump out. Is Zin Senpai confessing her feelings to me. The song is over. The scene was quiet. It took quite a while. Then the thunderous applause rang out. This song is so good. This is what it means to be beautiful and have a sweet voice, miss. Do you need a boyfriend? Lin Kingsu smiled sweetly at the audience and thanked them. But there is no shortage. After saying that, I hooked my arm around your neck and kissed you. On your face. The scene immediately erupted in warm cheers. You stand on the stage and feel very sweet. My face is burning. No, I haven't been kissed. But in front of so many people, that really never happened. Sister Kingsu is too bold. You looked at Lin Kingsu in silence. I don't know what to say, but Lin Kingsu put her face in front of you. He said with a smile. Xiao Chenchen was unhappy when I kissed him. Why don't you kiss me too? Once this was said, the people below the stage immediately started howling. Just a kiss. Seeing Lin Kingsu's eyes showed a bad look. If you don't kiss me in front of so many people, it would be unacceptable. If you kiss me, then you have to be responsible for me. Looking at Lin Kingsu, who is right in front of him. You don't know what to do, dear. It seems that I can't make it if we kiss. Wouldn't that be fake or real? What are you hesitating about, brother? Come on, just when you are hesitant, the hostess is next. I feel like I'm getting anxious. Why are you still hesitating at this time? You two are not pretending to be a couple, are you? Lin Kingsu also smiled and looked at you and said, Xiao Chenchen, don't you dare to kiss. I said, how could I not dare? You feel provoked. He kissed Lin Kingsu's thin lips. Lin Kingsu's pretty face blushed. This guy is quite brave. I dare to kiss her on the mouth, but I'm excited. Stamped in front of so many people, then there's no escaping. King Mei wants to possess you. I always like to go to your house to take a shower. A shadow in the bathroom. It makes you upset every time. You gave a reminder out of desperation. But he not only does not see, he also invites you to take a bath with him. After taking a shower, Lin Kingsu touched her lips. It feels like that kiss was just imprinted. What should I do? The brat is becoming more and more attractive. I really want to be with him. He looked in the bathroom. Suddenly, I felt that the bathroom seemed a little small. I'll definitely get a bigger bathtub in the future. Whether it looks good or not is secondary. The main fruit. As Lin Kingsu thought about it, her face started to feel hot again. I went straight to the bedroom and lay down, and you went to your room to sleep. But when you opened the door, you froze in your tracks. I didn't even think about it. Walked into Senior Sister King's bedroom, looking at Lin Kingsu, who was lying on the bed with sleepy eyes. You just stay there. This action of mine was totally thoughtless. That is to say it in your subconscious. I think I should sleep with Sister Kingsu. It's only been a few days, and it's already reached this level. Lin Kingsu was delighted. This becomes a habit. Who said that training is difficult? It's obviously very simple, right? What are you standing there for? Come up quickly. Lin Kingsu pulled up the air conditioner, patted the place in front of me. You hesitated for 2.5 seconds and then walked over silently. But I'm no match for him anyway. Isn't it just that I can only let him do whatever he wants? I'm also helpless. Hold me. You just lay down when Lin Kingsu's order comes. I had to open my arms and hug him. Lin Kingsu slips into your arms. I rubbed my face against your chest. As a sister, it's okay to rub against my brother. Lin Kingsu was smiling in her heart. I couldn't help but start to get distracted again. I feel that the original sleepiness is getting less and less. Xiao Chenchen, are you asleep? You slowly opened your eyes until there was no. I'm still thinking about tonight's music festival. I can't sleep at all. Lin Kingsu turned over and said, well, let's play with the phone. Then he started watching short videos. The result was directly updated to today. Video of you at the festival hot. The number of likes has reached 1 million. No way. Why so many people like and comment? Lin Kingsu clicked on the comment section, looking at the full screen of Sans. CP comments, the excitement in my eyes is overflowing. You look doubtful. I don't understand why this ordinary video went viral. Feel your surprise and astonishment. Lin Kingsu couldn't help but frown. Xiao Chenchen said with a sneer, what's that look in your eyes? You think it's unreasonable for us to be popular? You said seriously, I think it's a bit unreasonable. But when I think of Sister Kingsu's beauty and talent, I think that's reasonable. The main point is a desire to survive. Hear your words. Lin Kingsu smiled with satisfaction. That's pretty good, because you are honest. I'll let you go this time. After saying that, I pinched your face, smiling foolishly. 2.5 minutes later, he saw the video of you carrying him into the car again. A princess hug is relaxing and joyful. That effortless expression, it quickly became popular on the internet. What to do? I think I like this handsome guy. But he's the man I can't have. Lin Kingsu scanned the comments in the video. A fierce light flashed in his eyes. You feel a chill and shrink back. Sister Kingsu, what do you want to do? So many girls online say they like you. Are you drifting? You secretly thought it was bad. This triggered Sister Kingsu's automatic defense mechanism. Shake your head immediately with a serious look. She said, don't you understand me yet? I learned to be humble since I was a child. I never knew what floating meant. In my heart, I want to float, but every time I was beaten half to death by you. So many girls like you. Why don't you be tempted? I heard you speak rashly. If I'm not moved by Sister Kingsu, then why do you think I'm right? Other girls will be tempted. Lin Kingsu tilted her head and thought about what it meant. Why do I feel like you are scolding me? You panicked instantly. Hurry to find me. I mean, even if you are tempted, the most likely thing to move me is to work hard to solve the problem. Having you by my side, do I still need to be attracted to other girls? Lin Kingsu's eyes immediately turned into crescents. I patted your shoulder and pinched your face. Xiao Chenchen, I really like you more and more. So what you just meant is that you like me. Did you feel a little nervous and afraid to let it slip? No way. I also want to formally confess my feelings to senior sister King. If I let it slip now, isn't it a waste to prepare so much? Can't let him see the clues. A thought flashed through my mind. You hurriedly said, of course I like senior King. What brother doesn't like his sister? Lin Kingsu's expression changed immediately. Open your eyes and look at your stinky brother. You just treat me as your sister. You look stupid. Yeah, otherwise what do you think I treat you like? A girlfriend. You thought about it but didn't say it. Lin Kingsu suddenly felt uncomfortable. Kick you away directly, he said fiercely. Get out of here. I don't want to care about you anymore. You were so caught off guard that you almost fell to the ground looking at Lin Kingsu, who suddenly went berserk. What happened to Sister Kingsu? Lin Kingsu stared at you, and you didn't know what was wrong. How would I know what happened if you don't tell me? What's wrong? You want me to tell you? You're such a nasty little brother. Get out. Get out. Lin Kingsu kicked the quilt with both feet. Like an angry kitten. You think your life is more important. I had to turn around and leave. Close the door gently. Before leaving, Lin Kingsu put down the quilt and looked at Guan. I felt even more angry when I opened the door. This guy actually left. Doesn't he know? Are all girls hypocritical? I can't see this. See how I teach you a lesson next time. He wrapped himself in the quilt and gnashed his teeth again. Suddenly I feel lonely. I feel a little bit uncomfortable without that brat. No, he said that. He must pay a price. Don't be soft-hearted at this time. I can sleep without him. Lin Kingsu snorted, pursed his lips, and turned over. A few minutes later, he opened his eyes again. What's going on? Why is my mind full of thoughts about that brat? I really can't sleep without him, right? But the harsh words have already been spoken. Call him over now. That's not too embarrassing. Lin Kingsu rolled a few times and then continued to close her eyes. And you return to the room. Suddenly, I feel a little empty inside. How can hugging a quilt be as comfortable as hugging senior sister King? But senior King has already made some harsh remarks. If you run into his room, you will be beaten to death. Loneliness is hard to bear, but life is more important. So you have to close your eyes and continue to wait for time. Maybe it's because I was tired from playing during the day. After 2.5 minutes, you actually fell asleep on the other side. Lin Kingsu, with two big eyes open, no tears to cry. The harsh words are said by oneself. I drove you out myself. It's embarrassing to ask you to come back now. Lin Kingsu pouted and felt a little aggrieved. Suddenly my eyes lit up again. I let him out. It would be embarrassing to let him come back. But I never said I couldn't go find. Thinking of this, he immediately sat up from the bed. Then I tiptoed to the door of your bedroom. First, put your ear against the door. I listened and there was no movement. Then I gently opened the door. I saw you were asleep. Then he walked in with his tongue sticking out and his hands and feet touching. Pull open the quilt and lie down slowly. There was a sly smile on the corner of his mouth, showing that he had succeeded in his evil plan. 2 hands I hugged you around the waist from behind. Muscle touch. I feel much better after the blood is drained. Yeah, that's the feeling. That's the feeling. You sleep like most guys. No habit of wearing clothes. It would be much easier for Lin Kingsu to take action. My palm gently strokes your abdomen. What are you? Why is he suddenly so strange? After 2.5 seconds, he seemed to realize something. Brush your hand and pull it back. What did I do? Lin Kingsu covered her face with her hands. I feel like my face can set a piece of paper on fire. Isn't this stinky brother already asleep? How can it still be like that? After a heartbeat, he slowly quieted down again. I thought about it carefully. I have an indescribable feeling in my heart. Suddenly, I feel less sleepy. Instead, I feel refreshed. He feels like he can run 10,000 miles now. Oh no, this stinky brother won't wake up. It would be too embarrassing if he knew. Lin Kingsu suddenly thought of a possibility. Quickly stood up. I looked straight at you. Fortunately, your breathing is steady. Didn't wake up. He was relieved. Oh, when I look at your face, he felt his thoughts again burning again. How can this guy be so cute when sleeping? He couldn't help but stretch out a finger, put it on your lips, and tap it lightly. You don't know what you're dreaming about. Suddenly she opened her mouth slightly and bit his finger. Lin Kingsu blushed again. I felt my whole body getting hot. Look at your face again. He has a strong urge. Licking lips. He opened his mouth slightly, but your turn. It made him completely sober. What am I doing? I'm so proactive, so shameful. Lin Kingsu covered her face and lay down. Try not to look at your face. I haven't given that brat a name yet. I actually wanted to do that to him. Lin Kingsu felt ashamed, but there is a hint of excitement. I didn't fall asleep until midnight. When you wake up in the morning, you are still in a daze. I reached out and felt something soft. A bunch of greetings popped up in your confused mind. Subconsciously pinched it again. I wonder if there's something so soft on my bed. It shouldn't be, not like a plush toy. Suddenly Lin Kingsu screamed. You wake up instantly. Open your eyes and see Lin Kingsu's face was red. I look at you shyly. Sister Kingsu, why are you doing this? Did I go to the wrong room? No, this is my room. You sit up from the bed looking at the same bed with me. Lin Kingsu of quilt. A confused look. Lin Kingsu's face became even redder, but he put on a righteous look. Is this the point? The focus now is your guardian teacher, usually well behaved. I didn't expect you to be this kind of person. Look at Lin Kingsu's expression. I roughly guessed what I had just done. My face turned red, but I still tried to argue that I didn't mean it. And how did I know you would be in my bed? I'm going to look for my phone. Okay. Why are you in my bed? You open your eyes wide and look at Lin Kingsu. Lin Kingsu said hesitantly, I got up to go to the bathroom last night. I went to the wrong door. I walked into the wrong door while half asleep. Isn't this a normal thing? How dare you question me? Do you think I came to your room on purpose? Did you sleep with me? After saying this, he angrily gnashed his little canine teeth. The main point is a righteous. You looked at Lin Kingsu with doubt. Why does this reason feel like it was made up? Of course it's true. How could I lie? Wenyan, you paused for a moment. Okay. Believe you once based on experience. Choose to believe at this time, then what you will gain is a happy Kingsu festival. But if you choose not to believe, then what you will get in return is Layazi Shuda Mountain. This multiple choice question. You've been doing this for 10 years. How could I possibly make a mistake? Lin Qingsu breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, this brat is quite stupid. After waking up you take something from the refrigerator, as usual made breakfast. Lin Qingsu saw your face while eating breakfast. My mind can't help but think of yesterday things at night. A face instantly turned red. You looked at him strangely. Mr. Qingsu, why are you blushing? You must have seen it wrong. If you don't believe me, look in the mirror. You haven't done anything wrong, have you? Lin Qingsu was anxious. He retorted with his eyes wide open. Nonsense, don't you know enough about who I am? How could I do something wrong? I shook my head and didn't ask any more questions. I took a steamed bun to eat. After just 2 bites you feel something is wrong. This steamed bun seems to be bad. It tastes a bit hard. Lin Qingsu disagrees. No, not as good as you. You suddenly stopped what you were doing, staring at Lin Qingsu with eyes wide open. Your intuition tells you Sister Qingsu's words are definitely not simple. There is a lot of hidden information. Lin Qingsu was stared at by you. I immediately realized something was wrong. What to do when good fortune quickly climbs onto your cheeks? I accidentally let it slip. If my stinky brother knew about this, what happened last night, that's too shameful. What's that look in your eyes? In a panic, Lin Qingsu chose to take the initiative. This is when weakness will show up. What are you doubting about me, little brother? I mean abdominal muscles. What are you thinking about? Looking at Lin Qingsu, who looked serious, you feel speechless. I'm sure he probably said it. Not true, but think of another possibility. You covered your mouth in vain. If this is told out, I will definitely be interrupted by Sister Qingsu. The two of them just looked at each other with red faces. The air is very quiet. Lin Qingsu coughed twice. Turn your face to the side. So what do you mean? Won't you believe what I said? You coughed too. I believe Qingsu understands people's character. I believe your words unconditionally. My muscles are really hard. That's right. Lin Qingsu also nodded. Yes, that's right. The two of them don't look at each other. The air in the room seems quieter. After dinner, you took your textbook and ran out the door. Qingsu picked me up to go to class. Lin Qingsu just I don't have to bother with it like before. Washing your back, disappear from set. Lin Qingsu immediately collapsed on the chair, covering face with both hands. Hotness on the face. It was as if his palms were set on fire. Oh my god, I'm so ashamed. It seems there is only one way. That's confession. As long as my stinky brother agrees to me, we are officially a couple. It's reasonable for this to happen, right? It's my birthday next week. I confessed to him that day. Yes, that's the decision. Lin Qingsu covered her face. The idea in my mind quickly became clear. The expression on his face changed from shame to excitement. When everything seems to be in order, is there anything to be ashamed of? But here comes the problem. Where can I confess my love to my stinky brother? Lin Qingsu thought about it. The answer came soon. Can we go to Jianfeng Park? This place has a nice view and a beat. It is especially beautiful when the sunset shines on it. After the confession, you can also go to the couple's hotel at yesterday's music festival. Lin Qingsu holds her face. A silly laugh came out of his mouth. As soon as you leave home, beads of sweat appear on my forehead. When I think of what Lin Qingsu did last night, you feel frightened. Fortunately, I fell asleep. If you're awake, you don't dare to think further. Looks like I have to confess to Senior King right away. Only confirmed couple relationship. Some things can be justified. You sit in a chair, thoughts spinning rapidly in my head, but where to confess? Sister Qingsu likes to watch the sunset. I like to take a walk along the river. If you have it, then it is Jianfeng Park. Next week is Qingsu's birthday. Just choose his birthday to confess to him. When you think of this, you feel a little sweet. That is the dream of 900 million young people. She will be your girlfriend in the future. Conceivable. Lin Qingsu may just treat you as a little follower. Maybe he won't agree at all. You immediately felt depressed again. I wish time would speed up. Lin Qingsu's birthday is coming soon. When you lie on the desk, sometimes I'm excited and sometimes I'm depressed. Chen Hainan turned his head and came next to you. He won the goddess Lin so quickly. You must give more strength. Don't let down goddess Lin. Seeing Chen Hainan looking very interested, you're a little weird. How did you know that? Who else doesn't know this? You all became trending searches. Now the whole school knows. You looked confused when you heard this. You know yesterday's video was really popular, but I think that's all. It's still a long way from being on the trending search. However, when you open the comment section, you're stunned. Now the whole network, they all thought you and Lin Qingsu were a real couple. Even when you're sitting in your seat, it's obvious, feeling the envious gazes from people around me. Now you are finally ready to take the first step. Confess to Lin Qingsu on his birthday. Return home at night. You feel your heart beating faster. When I think about confessing to Sister Qingsu tomorrow, you can't calm down anymore. And what makes you wonder is Lin Qingsu seems to be in a bit of a bad state today, always avoiding your gaze, but I always secretly watch you. Both of them have their own thoughts. I rolled around with my eyes open for a long time. I fell asleep in the second half of the night. The next morning, you found an excuse to go out. You have to arrange the confession scene in advance. At this time, Lin Qingsu was also thinking, how should I avoid you? Though and set up the confession scene, I heard you say you were going out. He agreed without even thinking about it. Go ahead, come on. Lin Qingsu smiled happily. Xiao Chenchen is so cooperative. Today's confession will be successful. Look at Lin Qingsu. I think he's even weird. In the past, I had agreed to spend his birthday with. Something urgent happened again. He will definitely be beaten to death. But today he was out of character. But you don't have time to investigate further. The most important thing is to set up the scene. You nodded and turned and walked out the door. Then a call was made to Chen Hainan. Hainan, bring your stuff out now. Meet at Jianfeng Park. After more than 20 minutes, you arrived at Jianfeng Park. It was quickly arranged at the location chosen in advance. On the other side, Lin Qingsu is waiting for you to leave. Immediately I slipped into the luxurious villa next to Jianfeng Park. When he was setting up, look far in a certain direction. My eyes light up. Someone has arranged something over there. Looks like today it is a good day. I'm not the only one confessing. When you came back, he immediately pulled you out. Xiao Chenchen, let's go to Jianfeng Park. We agreed a few days ago where to watch the sunset. Lin Qingsu volunteered. You nodded. It's finally here, decisive moment. You pursed your lips unconsciously. The two hands were also grasped together, feeling a little nervous. Then you look at Lin Kingsu. I was surprised to find that he was also pursing his lips, two hands clasped together. Looks a little nervous. What are you nervous about? You blurt out the same words, almost at the same time. You paused. I didn't expect Lin Kingsu to suddenly ask this question. How did he know he was nervous? Lin Kingsu was also stunned for a moment. My little brother actually noticed that I was nervous. Am I being so obvious? How could I not be nervous? Lin Kingsu spoke first. Two hands touched the face. I obviously feel a little bit hot. But he always had a tough mouth. This time will certainly be no exception. You also choked and said I wasn't nervous either. Sister Kingsu, you are wrong. Lin Kingsu was not nervous, even though she was depressed, but I see you are obviously very nervous. Okay, my Adam's apple is moving. He has long discovered that you have a habit that's when it gets tense. The Adam's apple rolls unconsciously, but he didn't break it. It's interesting to see you get nervous. In the past, he would tease you when he saw you like this. But now I don't care because he was nervous too. Lin Kingsu, who is confident of success in everything. Now I'm worried that you will reject me if I confess my feelings, but now we are ready to this step. There's no reason to back down. Must proceed to the last step anyway. You must confess first. You are also full of thoughts at this moment. What if Senior King really just treats me as a younger brother? Won't agree to me what to do then, but what if Sister Kingsu really likes me? Never walk backwards. It's come to this no matter what. You have to speak out your heart. The two of them pursed their lips at the same time. I couldn't help but look at him. Then you will be surprised to find the tension on the other person's face is even stronger. Lin Kingsu holds your hand unconsciously. I increased my strength. Sister Kingsu, please go this way. Ao Shenshin, please go this way. The two of them spoke almost at the same time. But the direction is not the same. You mean the confession scene you arranged? In nearest road Lin Kingsu refers to it was the confession scene he arranged. You pursed your lips and kept silent for a while, finally nodded. Okay, this way. Give priority to Lin Kingsu's wishes. It's almost a habit you form anyway. You can get there by any road. Just take a walk in advance. Be prepared mentally how to explain it to Kingsu. Along the way your mind is full of thoughts. About how to speak. I had already thought about it. But at this time you feel your mind starting to get confused. But what you don't know is Lin Kingsu is more panicked than you at this moment. He thought it would be easy to confess. I've been bullying my little brother for 10 years. What can I say? But at this time he found himself stumbling in his heart. What? Confessing and bullying him are completely different. You shook your head and forced yourself to calm down. As a result, I saw a lot of balloons, not far away. There are also roses and other exquisite things. See this picture? You are in a low point. Someone is confessing here. This kind of thing can happen. When you think about it this way, you suddenly feel a little imaginative. So she pulled Lin Kingsu's hand. Look, someone over there seems to be making a confession. Lin Kingsu pursed her lips. It seems this guy, I really didn't notice it at all. This matter has something to do with him. You look down in a strange way. Silent Lin Kingsu. Sister Kingsu, why don't you speak? Lin Kingsu still didn't answer him. I just felt my heart beating very fast. I took you all the way to the scene. At this time, the surrounding area was already full of people. Of course, there is never a shortage of spectators for such scenes. Lin Kingsu's heart beat faster than ever. When she saw you, you noticed that something was wrong with his eyes. Sister Kingsu, why are you looking at me like that? But before you finished speaking, Lin Kingsu suddenly walked into the rose in the circle of petals, standing in the middle. I got a little anxious. This is a confession venue arranged by others. What are you doing in there? Lin Kingsu bit her lips tightly. Reach out and grab your wrist. Domineeringly pulled you into the circle. Then take a deep breath. This is a confession venue set up by someone. Do you know who this person is? You looked at him in confusion. How do I know who arranged it? Wait, what did you suddenly think of? The two eyes suddenly widened and looked at Lin Kingsu. Could it be that Sister Kingsu? Lin Kingsu, trying hard to remember what I had thought of before looking at your handsome and surprised face. Suddenly my mind went blank. All the words are forgotten. Only 3 words came to my mind. Kiss him forcefully. So in your shock, he hugged your waist standing on tiptoe. I gave her a fierce kiss. Her body trembles. A thought suddenly popped into my mind. This is the confession scene arranged by Sister Kingsu. He wants to confess to me. You grew up together. Attended the same kindergarten. We have never been separated. In the same primary and junior high school. Childhood sweethearts are not enough to describe their relationship. We've loved each other for 10 years. But I can't express my feelings later. You were admitted to a university far away from home. The childhood sweetheart who was with you at the beginning has also changed, became a school beauty. You thought he just treated you as a brother. Till he was in front of the whole school. 6 billion teachers and students confessed to you. I kissed your lips aggressively. You just realized he's still the little girl who insisted on marrying you. A crazy and domineering kiss from Lin Kingsu. Suddenly, I felt I was in my own state. My mind, which was just confused, suddenly became clearer. He looked at you slowly. Stinky brother, listen carefully. Everything I say next, it's all true. It's not your dream. As domineering as ever, I bullied you for 10 years. I know better than anyone that you are afraid of me. Even hide from me. I'm gonna tell you I bully you, because I like you. Maybe you will refuse me, and I will be embarrassed, but today, I still want to tell you, I want to bully you for another 10 years, bully you for life. If you want, you decide. I don't know what to say next. Lin Kingsu didn't even know how she finished speaking. The key words, it was totally different from what he had thought before. He thought about it for many days and wrote it down on a small piece of paper. But I forgot everything when I got there. You stared at Lin Kingsu blankly. Are you sure about this moment? Mr. Kingsu is actually confessing to you. I chose the same place on the same day as you. Sudden, a huge joy hits your heart. Dirty, the person you like also likes you. Lin Kingsu found that you were stunned and had no reaction. Suddenly, I felt a huge panic in my heart. Does my stinky brother really not like me? Stinky brother, he wants to say it. If you don't want to, forget it, and pretend to be indifferent this way. Even if I go back and cry all night the next day, I could still say that I was moved to tears by watching a drama. But before he finished speaking, you suddenly reached out and held his face. Then bow your head as fierce and strong as him. The powerful kiss blocked all his subsequent words. He stared at your sweet eyes. My mind is blank. What does he mean by this? It lasted for 2.5 seconds. You just let him go. A bright smile appeared on his face. Okay, Sister Kingsu, this is what you said. You bullied me for 10 years. Then I will be bullied for the rest of my life. I remember every word you just said. No regrets, no retractions. Lin Kingsu stared at you blankly. Suddenly, I felt a huge surge of joy in my heart. Then he smiled stupidly. You agree? I promised. He didn't know what to say. Just feel happy. I also feel a little red eye circles and a sore nose. It seems like you weren't the one being bullied in the past 10 years. But he is the same, but only he knows I have been waiting for you for 10 years. Stinky brother, do you know how I spent the past 10 years? There was a burst of cheers all around Lin. Kingsu suddenly blushed because he suddenly discovered there are already many people around me. It's all your fault. I'm saying these words in front of so many people. If you will agree, then agree as soon as possible. It made me anxious for so long. You laugh too. How do I know you like me if you don't tell me? How can I agree? But it's not too late now. I know your intention. Then you should know my intention. You mean Sister Kingsu? Lin Kingsu was full of doubts. I already know your intention. Didn't you promise me? I smiled faintly, but you haven't promised me yet. After that, you left the circle and pulled him out too. Then turn around, look not far away. That one still waiting for the owner to show up. Lin Kingsu follows your gaze. Suddenly my eyes lit up. That's the place you promised me. Her words reached Lin Kingsu's ears. He's not clever. My little head went blank. 2.5 seconds later, he seemed to realize the meaning of this sentence. Dio Chenshin, he stares at you with wide eyes. My heart is suddenly hit by a torrent. Is there really such a result? You just smiled at him and didn't say anything. Then took his hand. I walked towards the confession site on the other side. The people around all screamed, eyes full of envy. No, the confession scene over there. Could it be that this little brother arranged this? I God, both sides are at the same time. The confession scene was arranged in the same place. Is this the legendary two-way rush? We pulled Lin Kingsu to the prepared venue. Shen Heanan, I was already screaming with excitement. After all, he also contributed to the scene arrangement. You took Lin Kingsu's hand and walked into the circle with a big smile on your face. Lin Kingsu looked at you. I looked at the confession scene you arranged again. Suddenly, I felt a little sour in my nose. I'm so happy, but I feel like crying for no reason. My dear brother, did you prepare this for me? Look at him with tenderness in his eyes. King Zuji, my life, there don't seem to be any other girls who bullied me for 10 years. Even though it's embarrassing to say, but I have to admit these 10 years, I have indeed developed a habit of being bullied by you. If I don't have you in my life, then I think I may not even get used to my life. So King Senpai, please be my girlfriend. Lin Kingsu looked at you and smiled first. Then she started crying again. He opened his arms and hugged you tightly. I feel deeply moved. But I was moved for only a few seconds. He thinks you're too hateful. I raised my fist and hit you a few times. You stinky brother, since you like me too, why didn't you tell me earlier? Do you know how anxious I'm these days? Do you know how scared I'm that you'd reject me? If you like it, just say it. You let him beat you. Then she held his face and said, isn't this what I'm saying? I didn't expect you will confess to me today too. Lin Kingsu sniffed. So you're doing social research these days. Various other things. In fact, it was a lie to me. You are preparing a confession. You nodded. What else? You're a lie. You pouted your iron moth when you heard it. Aren't you the same? She said she wanted to do an internship, but she also wanted me to go to school every day. Isn't it also to secretly prepare something to express my feelings? Hey, you little liar. Lin Kingsu blushed and said, can preparing to confess be called cheating? You also laughed and felt like I didn't want to say anything more. I want to hold him like this. The two of them hugged each other like this. Lin Kingsu cried and laughed. That looks like a little kid. When he comes out of the sweetness, there is only red sunset in the sky. Let's go to the hotel. Suddenly he turned around and looked at you, two eyes shining. You paused for a moment. Sister Kingsu, what do you want to do? Lin Kingsu hugs you. My eyes seem to be drawing. Don't you know what I want to do? Didn't we agree on this at the couple's music festival last time? We also won their best. Can I stay for 3 nights? I heard there are all kinds of interesting things in there. Do you want your sister to take you to see the world? Lin Kingsu bites her lips and sticks to you. One time he returned to his usual teasing attitude. You thought that after today's confession, I will definitely be there standing up in front of Sister Kingsu. You can hear her fierce words. His face immediately turned red again. Sister Kingsu, what are you talking about? Lin Kingsu tried harder. Put you in front of yourself. Click on a bad look. If you go there, you will know what I said. I won't wait for your consent. Lin Kingsu pulled you into the car, headed straight to the couple hotel.